Hey folks, going to be doing another unboxing slash storage video of a Kickstarter game I picked up today. There was like a release party, so to speak, for it at the local game store here in Pittsburgh. And this is for a game called Diatoms. The developer, Sabrina Kaliba, I'm thinking that's how that's pronounced. My apologies if it's not pronounced properly. She is a local to Pittsburgh, so this is a local game. And during the Kickstarter, if you were local to Pittsburgh, you were able to, instead of getting it shipped, you could just go to the local game store here called Games Unlimited and pick up your copy. I also got it signed. But I have opened this up and sort of sorted everything, so she did sign the inside of the box, which was very nice. So first we have a little velvet bag here. This is what the wooden tokens came in. I believe you're supposed to use this for a setup when you're drawing random to place, get the starting tiles. Excuse me. These are the punchboard tokens. So these are the tokens that come in a standard game. I'll get a couple out here for you to look at. They have like this foil screen print on them. They look gorgeous. You can kind of see that how the reflection works there. There are 5 colors, and if you have issues with colors, they're patterned differently for the different colors as well. Well, you can see thickness. They're pretty thick tokens. Very nice. Just the punchboard, the cardboard punchboard tokens are fantastic. They did a very good job with them, and like I said, it does have that foil print on all of them. So they're all like that. They're all double-sided. They're just gorgeous looking tokens. Then we have the rulebook, which is glossy paper. It is 7-8 pages. Very good basics on how everything works. Setup, steps for playing the game, how to end game score. So very short rule book, components list on the front, which is good. Several QR codes on rules, how to play videos. I think there's one back here for to print more score sheets. Then we have the solo play rulebook called Careers. This is not glossy paper. This is a nice, it's not linen finish paper, but it's war game paper rulebooks. That's the same paper. So you can write on it, which is nice. I wish the main rulebook would have been made of this paper, because I prefer this style paper over the glossy rulebook. But this has all the rules for the solo stuff and how you can keep track of how you're doing various different things, players, how many wins, etc., etc., etc. So there's the solo rulebook. Then we have the 4 player boards, and these are dual layer. Try to get a shot of that. So you're going to be placing your diatoms in this. You're trying essentially to create symmetry. You're trying to fill up, I'm going to say lines, but there's a column here. There's 2 diagonals, and there's a row. You're trying to fill those up to score points at the end. You get points for the number of different colors you have. So if you have more, if you have 5 or more blues, you get score a certain amount of points, etc. And then you're scored for symmetry along those lines. I believe there is scoring. There's color, there's symmetry, total number, I think, in each circle. So you have the center section, which is this circle plus a center. You have the mid section and the outer section. And all these boards are the same. Two different shapes of diatoms can go in each space, so you kind of have to be careful how you put them. You cannot move them once you get them in there. And the back is just essentially a black. Would have been nice to maybe see diatoms written across. I mean, it's down here in the corner, but I don't know. Maybe the back is used for solo play or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the player boards. Then we have a thick pad of score sheets. I'm going to say there's probably at least 50 in there. So you have your... Each player gets one of these. This is your judging sheet, your score sheet. You're going to score, here we go, matching colors, your symmetric pairs, different shapes, and then there could be potentially one custom scoring option called a guest judge, which awards different points and could possibly deduct points. Then you can sign it and put your total and put it on your fridge. Here we have the guest judges. So you can see there's a decent amount of them. They're numbered 1 through 8. I'm assuming that's not difficulty, but complexity maybe. So the green side is just positive points, and then if you flip it over, there will be whoever meets this meets the requirements will get positive points, and if you don't, you get negative points. So there's negative points on the pink side, peach side, and then the green side is just positive points. You have your nice little lens that you're going to be looking through, which is foil on one side but not the other. So as you put your intersection, you're going to place your water tiles out. You're going to put this over the intersection point, and you're going to count the number of different colors that are in there, and you're going to grab different diatoms based on what's in that intersection. Here is the winner, first place, medal, ribbon, foil on one side, not on the other. We have a deck of cards. So here, let me pull these out of here. I did put the little mini expansion that came with the Kickstarter in here. Yes. So these are the cards that came. The Mosaic commissions for solo play. So there's that's talking about this rule book. And then I'm not sure how the solo play works, but this is all of for the solo play. So that was the deck of cards that came in the base game. Now with the expansion, there was a little mini expansion, or with the Kickstarter rather, there's a little mini expansion that has 2 new guest judges, or no, 1 guest judge, the Flourish fan, a scoring reference card, completing flourishes, and then more of the solo, or commissions rather. These are more solo stuff. So I was able to fit that little mini expansion card in the same bag that the other deck of cards was in, which is nice. Then we have the field notes. These are the reference sheets, 1 in each player color. It's going to tell you how to, like, the circle is just 1 diatom section. The football is 2. The triangle's 3. Square's 4. 5 is a star. If you ever get 6, you have to choose 2 diatoms that equal up to 6. How to match colors, scoring and such. That's all this is. Different shapes. Here's some little reference on what are diatoms. But that's the reference guide. There isn't really... I guess it would have been nice to have a little steps of play. It's not that difficult. It's just play 1 tile, collect diatoms, and then put them in on your board. But still, Then in the two wells here, we have the various different water tiles. And you can see how they are arranged here. So different colors, and then the white spaces are just blank. So when you place these down, when you place a tile, you have to place matching sides. They are double-sided, and they are mirror images. So if you can't place it one way, you're like, oh man, I wish that purple was on the other side. Bam, there it is. So there's all of these tiles. You're going to basically have two of these tiles in front of you at all times. You're going to pick one to play, or rather, you're going to draw one off the top of two tile stacks and then pick one to play. I believe. Let me look at that real quick. Yep, you'll draw into your hand one water tile into your hand. So you would have, not everybody starts with two. Yeah, two water tiles. So you would have a hand of three. You're going to place one, etc., etc. Wherever. So when you make an intersection, this is not actually how this would look, but the intersection will be the center. You'd put that lens over it, and so I'd get a 2 yellow diatom, a 1 green diatom, a yellow diatom, and then a 2 red. I couldn't actually play this because this all has to be matching colors, but you get the idea. And then we have the little petri dishes. These are the wooden tokens that also have a foil print on them. Kind of see that. Very pretty. Nice thick wooden tokens. So they go in the petri dish. This was a Kickstarter add-on, I guess, or deluxe version. And there's one petri dish for each color. And that's basically it. I did not look under the insert to see if there's anything under the insert. There is not. I didn't expect there to be. But you can get everything back in here. So we can put the field notes, go like that. Deck of cards goes right there, fits nicely. Got the lens and the scoring token. Got the guest judges. We have the scoring sheets. And we have the player boards. You put the 2 rule books there. You can put your normal tokens if you've got them. And your velvet bag. And then the box lid will go right back on top. There is a slight little bit of lid lift due to those tokens. I'm probably going to keep the tokens just because they're so pretty. I'm very happy with the production quality of this game. The wooden tokens look great. I did have a couple on my wooden tokens. Some of them have the the screen print came off partially. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not going to create a fuss about it or anything. And it seemed to be, there were several of the tokens that were essentially stuck / glued together, and when you pulled them apart, the screen print came off on one of the tokens. I think I had that happen to 2 different tokens. But again, it's not a big deal. Yeah, but anyways, that is Diatoms. Thanks for watching.